Hi, this is Bill for SparkyChannel.com. Today I'd like to introduce you to DeWalt's 60V Max Blade Left 7 1/4 inch cordless worm drive saw. Because the blade is on the left hand side and the handle is at the rear, the line of sight when cutting is optimized to the preference of most right-handed users. This new Blade Left saw has 20 to 30% more power than last year's 60V Max Blade Right model. Although both saws have 5,800 RPM, the new Blade Left saw can generate 2,400 max watts out versus 1,600 max watts out for last year's model. An electronic brake helps to stop the blade after the trigger is released. The saw features a magnesium shoe and a high-quality brushless motor. It cuts to a depth of 2 7/16 inches at 90 degrees. The included rafter hook makes it convenient to hang the saw on wood framing, sawhorses, etc. The saw has a dust blower that clears your line of sight while cutting. It also features an onboard blade wrench. To install a new blade, first remove the battery from the saw, then remove the blade wrench from its storage area. Then remove the bolt in a clockwise manner and put it aside. Now remove the washer and put it aside. The blade that comes with the saw is the DeWalt 24-tooth carbide tipped blade. Open up the guard and slide the new blade into place with the arrows on the blade going in a clockwise direction. Now put the washer back into place, then screw the bolt back into place in a counterclockwise manner. Now depress the blade lock lever and keep it depressed as you use the blade wrench to tighten the blade in a counterclockwise manner. This is the cut depth adjustment lever, and right now I have it set at 1.5 inches, and that is perfect for cutting a 2x4. You line this up right here. It's just a little bit deeper than a standard 2x4. So to change it, you move the lever like this, and you can move it to say you're cutting a 1/2 inch material, you'd put it right there and lock it down. Or 3/4 inch material right there, lock it down. 1 inch material, 1.5, and so forth. And it goes all the way to 2 7/16 inches. And you lock it down. This is the bevel angle adjustment. And here you can see the bevel angle right now is set at 0. And it goes all the way to 53 degrees. So you loosen it up like this, and this is so you can make bevel cuts. And your first stop right here is at 22.5 degrees. You tighten it down, and there it is at 22.5 degrees. Loosen it back up, and there's another stop at 45 degrees. You tighten it down, and then you can go all the way to 53. So that right there is 53 degrees. That's 45, that's 22.5 degrees, and now we're back at 0 degrees. These two slots right here are called Kerf indicators. This one is for when you're cutting at 90 degrees, and this one is for when you're cutting at 45 degrees. There are also Kerf indicators here, and on the back of the saw, here and here. This is a cut length indicator. If you'd like to cut a slot into a piece of wood that is, say, 2 inches long, then you would cut this far and stop. 3 inches, you would stop here, and so forth. The blade guard has an extra big lip so that it'll work smoothly even when you're making thin cuts. The saw weighs 10.8 pounds without a battery and will accept both the 6 amp hour and the 9 amp hour 60V Max batteries. Here's a comparison contest that I shot while I was at a DeWalt media event. That is a skill saw corded worm drive saw on the left, a Makita 36V circular saw in the middle, and the new DeWalt 60V Max Blade Left saw on your right. They are held by magnets and will be released simultaneously to cut through 1 5/8 inch particle board. The DeWalt employees are getting ready to release the saws. They're fixing it up, and here they are off. And there goes DeWalt. DeWalt take the lead. DeWalt wins. Makita comes in second, and Skill comes in third. In conclusion, I love this new saw. It's lightweight, powerful, and has great runtime when combined with a 9.0 amp hour battery. I'll put a link in my video description for the DeWalt 60V Max blade left circular saw as a kit, which includes a 9.0 amp hour battery, a fast charger, and a contractor bag. Also, I'll put a link for the saw as a bare tool. I'll also put a link for the Makita 36V cordless and brushless rear handle 7¼ inch circular saw, the Skill Saw 15 amp corded 7¼ inch magnesium worm drive circular saw, and I'll put a link for the new Skill Saw 48V cordless worm drive saw kit. I'll also put a link for the Milwaukee M18 rear handle blade left circular saw. I'll put links for the DeWalt FlexVolt 24 tooth carbide tipped 7¼ inch blade, as well as for the FlexVolt 36 tooth and the 60 tooth circular saw blades. Also, I'll put a link for the DeWalt circular saw rip fence guide. Thanks. I hope this video was helpful.